Have you dreamt of flying business class, but you're just too broke to ever afford buying it? You see, a few years back, I was just like you. But watch this video and by the end of it, I guarantee you'll be on your way to fly business in no time. So growing up, whenever I took flights, I walked past this section on the plane where the seats look so big and luxurious. I was always fascinated by what it would be like if I could sit in those seats one day. But the thing is, business class flight costs 5 to 10 times that of an economy flight. It just doesn't make any financial sense to pay for it. But it became a bucket list thing for me to maybe one day fly in business class. Eventually down the road, I discovered the concept of miles from the movie Up in the Air.
You gotta fill me in on the miles thing. What is that about?
I don't spend a nickel if I can help it, unless it somehow profits my mileage account.
Where the main character, George Clooney, is obsessed with frequent flyer miles. It sent me into a rabbit hole trying to learn about miles and finding out there was this thing called miles hacking, where people use credit card strategies to accumulate miles and use those miles to redeem for business or first class flights for free. This brings me to the key to flying your first business class flight for free: credit card miles. So over the years, I've become quite a hacker myself and had more than 10 credit cards and accumulated over 750k miles. When I started, it was super hard because there were limited resources online and I had to piece everything together. So I want to create this video for those who were like me in the past, who want to experience business class or want to take their miles hacking to the next level. So for those who have yet to own any credit cards, here's the lowdown. Some credit cards gives you points that you can swap for miles. You see, spending $500 a month on a regular debit card gets you nothing. But if you are using the right credit card and spending $500 per month, within a year, you're staring at a minimum of 24k miles, enough for a business class flight from Singapore to Bali. And get this, you are not spending anything extra. Mind blown, right? When I discovered that, I felt like the man who discovered fire for the first time. And with that being said, here is hack number 1. Be kiasu and start early before everybody else. I got my first credit card in uni when all my friends were still using debit cards. I will always offer to pay first for my friends whenever we go out for a meal or group trips. So imagine you guys plan a trip to Bali and the flights and comms comes up to 2k total for the entire group. Your share is only probably $400, but you can earn up to 6 to 8k miles from booking just by paying first. But obviously, pay for the friends who you know will pay you back without you chasing them, okay? So during this whole time in uni, I clocked around 200k miles just for paying for such expenses and sign-up bonuses. I know some of you may be wondering how I got a credit card in uni when I didn't have any income history. Actually, some banks offer credit cards with collateral deposits. For my first credit card, I was so sure of my strategy that I bit the bullet and put all my savings of $10,000 as collateral, and that's how I got my first credit card. Okay, so when you start owning a credit card before everybody else, you naturally have an advantage as there's no incentive for your friends to pay first. So you're basically enlisting their help and money to accumulate miles. I've even gone to the extent of helping my friend pay for his MacBook first so that I can earn miles on it. So after you have your first credit card, this is hack number 2. Boost your earn rate by using miles accelerator apps like KRIS Plus, or in the US will be like apps like Rakuten. For the Singapore context, KRIS Plus is a program under KRIS Flyer which gives you accelerated miles earning on top of your credit card's earning for certain stores or restaurants. For example, if you go to a restaurant like Ulu Mulu Steakhouse with 3 of your friends and spend $400, you'll earn 4 miles per dollar on a good credit card, and you will earn an extra 9 miles per dollar with the app itself. That brings your earn rate to a whopping 13 miles per dollar, which is already 5.2k miles, and your share of the meal is only $100. You just need to do it 10 times and you will get a free business class flight from Singapore to Japan worth $3,000. And you're just spending $1,000 of your own money, which is like a 300% cashback. So if you're not using accelerators like KRIS Plus, you might be missing out on a huge amount of free miles. So this video is not sponsored by KRIS Plus, but I have a personal referral code for KRIS Plus if you're signing up for the first time. And if you found this video to be helpful so far, you can support me by signing up with the code so each of us get 500 KrisPay miles together. And next, hack 3. Pick the right cards that are easy to optimize for your daily use. You don't want credit cards to increase your usual spending habits so that you can hit certain rewards. So get the cards that are aligned with your usual spending budget. If you are new to this and spend less than $1,000 a month, I would highly recommend either HSBC Revolution or Citi Rewards. HSBC Revolution gives 4 miles per dollar up to $1,000 on online and contactless spend, which allows you to clock an accelerated 4K miles per month. Citi Rewards also gives 4 miles per dollar up to $1,000 on all online spending except travel categories. So if you pair it with Amaze, a foreign currency converter card that acts like Utrip and Revolut, but allows the link card to still earn rewards, it actually turns all the transactions, even in person, into online spending. So you can eat at a restaurant and use the Amaze card. It will turn your bill into an online restaurant spend, which qualifies for the bonus miles for Citi Rewards. Either 2 of these cards will be more than enough to cover most of the general spending that you might have. Each of these cards will give up to 48K miles a year if you max out the bonus miles, which is more than enough for a regional business class flight. If you are a student, you can consider the UOB KrisFlyer card, which allows for a 10K collateral. This was also the first card I got when I started. This card gives 3 miles uncapped on dining, online shopping and travel, but the bonus miles will only come in 2 months after a calendar year. So if you got your card in January this year, it will come in March next year. So you have to exercise a little bit of patience for this. The links for all the cards are down below if you guys want to check them out. I do have a lot of other cards that I use for other purposes, but I don't want to make this video too draggy. So if you guys are interested in knowing my full credit card stack and how I optimize it, do leave a comment below. And if there are enough people who are keen, maybe I'll make a more in-depth video about my full stack. So I hope this video helped you guys who are starting out on this credit card journey and one day be on your way to flying your first business class flight. I'm barely scratching the surface of the strategies for miles hacking, so do subscribe to my channel and leave a like if you found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!